So when you're looking at enzyme regulation, there are two major types of enzyme regulation. You've got allosteric regulation and competitive regulation. And that is all based on where the molecule that is regulating binds to the enzyme. It's either going to bind into the active site and block that active site, that makes it a competitive regulator, or it's going to bind off the active site and change the overall shape of the enzyme based on, all molecules have different charges and different properties, and so they're going to interfere with those enzymes' hydrogen bonding and its shape. So it will do its regulation by binding somewhere else, anywhere else than the active site. That's what makes it allosteric. So if there is an inhibiting molecule in the active site, all it can do is inhibit. Competitive regulators have to act as inhibitors. So when you had the beanbag in your hand, the pennies were not able to fit there. Allosteric regulators can change the shape of the active site so that it won't fit a substrate anymore, and so they can also be inhibitors. But they can also change the shape of the overall enzyme so that it is more likely to accept a substrate. And so that is an activator. So basically, because we are hugely overgeneralizing and oversimplifying here, because there's a lot of different molecules in your body that are doing this, activators are those things that make the enzyme more receptive. So it increases the number of reactions that enzyme is able to do. Inhibitors interfere, and so they're going to decrease the activity of that enzyme. Some decrease it, by a quarter, by half, they completely shut it down. It just depends on how well that inhibitor is fitting into the active site and how long it binds there before it opens that area up again. Because all of this is happening not just with one enzyme in your body and one inhibiting molecule. It's lots of enzymes and lots of molecules all, moving around in solution and interacting with each other based on the nature of their bonds and their charges